Welcome, everybody, to another episode of FYC Film Review. I'm your host, Gagne. With me, my partner, Naldo. How are you, sir?
What's up, man? How's it going, everybody? What's going on, man?
I couldn't think of a cold open, punny joke to tell everybody, so I'm sorry to disappoint everyone this week.
Everybody's disappointed.
You know what's not disappointing is what we've got for you to consider. Ronaldo, what are we gonna give him?
It's not, I mean, it's this is the 2005 underrated Christmas classic, Just Friends, coming in at an hour and 30 minutes, just right, 90 minutes, perfection. Uh Amy Smart and Ryan Reynolds. I watched this movie quite a bit, and I hadn't watched it in a couple years, but it still holds up, and I still have a good time watching this movie. I really do.
I think most people who haven't seen this would thoroughly enjoy watching this movie. It is a staple in my household. My wife and I quote it frequently all year long. We look
Okay.
forward to putting it on during Christmas time, and I was very happy to have this viewing. Not just Amy Smart, not just Ryan Reynolds. You get Anna Faris, Chris Klein, Julie Haggerty from Airplane. It's great. It's
Yeah.
so much fun. I think more than anything, though, Anna Faris, she steals the show. She is so great as Samantha James, the pop
Samantha
star. Um,
James.
the song she sings, the schizophrenic behavior, she's all over the place, hitting him and grabbing him, and 1 minute she's sweet, next minute she's a feral cat. Absolutely love her. She should have
Yeah.
been fucking nominated for an Oscar for her performance, because she is so good. Maybe a
Okay.
Golden Globe, for comedy. But
Yeah. All right.
I really like the guy who plays Mikey, the little brother.
Yes.
Uh,
Yeah.
he and Ryan Reynolds just do a really good job playing siblings that reminded me of me and my brothers growing
Yeah.
up, and so I appreciate him so much in this film. Yeah, yeah. What about you?
I think you hit the nail on the head when you talked about the whole cast, because the whole cast in this is actually really great. Not only does Amy Smart and Ryan Reynolds have great chemistry, but everybody around it, I mean, Samantha James, played by Anna Faris,
Yeah.
I think she steals the show. But you got the brother, the mother, just all these people around them who are just hilarious. And on top of that, it's even though it's out there in the movies, crazy funny. There's just really heartfelt moments that Jamie Palomino and Chris Brander have, and they're really sweet. And I feel like maybe a lot of people could relate to this, because it takes you back to high school. And listen,
Hmm.
the friend zone is real. Let's be honest. Let's put it out there. The friend zone is real, whether we like to admit it. And I think it happens a lot with guys, because and listen, I'm just saying, I think guys tend to get attached to girls, whether they're friends or best friends or not. And I think a lot of guys could relate to Ryan Reynolds' character. And here's the other thing that I really liked about this movie with Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds he's like the one liner king, right? He comes back
Hmm.
and he's waiting, he's sarcastic. But in this movie, he's not so egotistical. He's not all about him. He's not this show off. He plays kind of like the underdog that you root for him, and everything bad happens to him. He's almost like a Ben Stiller type of character
Hmm.
from Meet the Parents, and you're
Good
rooting
call.
for him, and I love it. And then the other character that I really love in this, and he's such a dick, is Dusty Dinkleman. Dinkleman. Love Chris Klein in
Dinkelman.
this. I love it.
He's Jersey. He skis in his jeans.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
Dinkleman.
that's a very understated part of the movie that you mentioned. Ryan Reynolds kind of like defaulting to like his like nerdy, can't doesn't know how to handle himself around Jamie
Yeah,
Palomino, even after 10 years being away and being this hotshot in LA. Now he sees her, he instantly becomes this teenage kid again who doesn't know how to control his feelings. And I think that's where that friend zone thing comes in. When you're a teenage kid, anyone that's nice to you start to fall in love with. And
yeah.
these two were best of friends. And so yeah, there's a lot of sweet moments. There's a lot of hilarity, a lot of physical comedy. The hockey scene is incredible. He's just beating kids left and right trying to score a
Yeah,
goal.
yeah.
Yeah, you're right. He turns into this like monster just trying to impress the girl.
Yeah, and it fails. And listen, I think, like you also said, the brother relationship he has with his little brother is hilarious, and we relate because we have brothers, right? And it's so true how they act. I mean, it's maybe to an extreme, but it's so funny. There's a moment, really cute moment, where he has a cookie, the little brother, and he gives it to him, and he goes, "Truth." He goes, "I love you," and he goes, "I love you too," and they walk away. It's so sweet.
Yeah,
It's
fighting
funny.
all weekend until Christmas Day, where they share a cookie and say I
Yeah,
love you. And it just yeah, you can appreciate that as having brothers growing up. That's how it can be. You can
Yeah.
be fighting all day and then, but I love you.
And
Any
the mom is
oh,
hilarious, man.
oh
Joyce,
what ham
Joyce.
what ham did you slap? Not the ham I bought. Like, there's just so much. Yeah, she is fantastic when they're crying at the Notebook, and she's grabbing for his hand. Oh, what's her nickname for? I can't remember, but she just grabs Peanut. She's like, oh, Peanut, and she's just grabbing his hand, just tears flowing. She's so great. Like, what happened to her? She had Airplane, like this
Yeah.
huge gap, and then she popped up in this movie, and I was like, Julie Haggerty, she's amazing. Like,
Yeah.
she needs more comedy. Any gripes you have for this one? 'Cause this is one I have a hard time. Even when I watch it, I don't have a lot to pick apart.
I wish we could have gotten a little bit more at the end. I feel like it ends a little abruptly, but it's fine. It's all right. He's he likes her. He tells her feelings, and it's fine. The runtime is good. The characters are great. I don't have much to pick apart with this. It's really underrated. Really underrated.
Like the minor stuff I could say is that, like, Samantha James is supposed to be this huge pop star, but like nobody recognizes her when they go out, and so it's like, at that point, like, somebody should have kind of been like, hey, isn't that so and so? But like that's such a minor detail, like you don't really think about it. And then the little kids, I didn't really like the little kids, the like group of three.
No,
Those
okay.
like they're not great. Like, but again, it's like a minor gripe. It's like them cheering when
It's
Dusty
so
comes.
funny
and, like,
when Dusty comes. Dusty, yay, Dusty!
Yeah, although the line, I brand the suckster, is
It's
forever ingrained in my head, and you just want to take the hockey stick. I brand the suckster. Like, I'm sorry, but it's just so bad. Like, they've got some good lines, but yeah, some of them are just like, yeah. But again, minor gripes. I love this movie, so
all right. Let's
rating.
Yeah,
Let's do it.
1 to 5. Chubby bunnies, we decided. 1 to 5 chubby bunnies. Yes?
Yes, chubby bunnies for sure. You're not going to get that reference unless you watch the movie, but they go to their favorite restaurant and he gets a giant stack of pancakes with chocolate syrup all over, and the waitress calls him her little chubby bunny. And so,
The fat suit. The fat suit. So good.
I swear, all for one, baby. Okay, well, how many chubby bunnies on a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being not so great and 5 being amazing? I'm gonna go first and give this 4 chubby bunnies. I love this. This is like top 5 holiday films for me now. I never stop laughing. There's so much we didn't even talk about in this review that is, not going to spoil anything, but you'll watch it and you'll crack up. So
yeah.
4 chubby bunnies. What about
4
you?
chubby bunnies. I am in the same boat as you are, my friend. I'm going to 4 chubby bunnies. Very underrated. Amy Smart, Ryan Reynolds, great chemistry in this. She's down to earth, hometown girl who's everybody. You can see why everybody just kind of flocks to her, whether they want to date her or just be her friend. She's just very down to earth. And I love how in the very beginning, Ryan Reynolds goes, yeah, I knew this chick 10 years ago. She really effed me up. Who hasn't been there before? And don't lie to yourself, man. So I beg the question, and I'm going to ask this to everybody. Can a guy be best friends with a girl without having any feelings? I'm going to leave it at that.
Yeah,
4 chubby bunnies.
Love
4
it.
chubby bunnies.
4 across the board.
Yeah.
Watch this film, everybody. If you have not, tell us your favorite moments if you have, and answer Naldo's wonderful question, if that big conundrum of can we be friends and not have feelings.
Okay.
To be determined. Thanks again for tuning in, everybody. I've been your host, Gagne, with me, my partner, Naldo, and this is FYC Film Review.
Have a good one, everybody. Merry Christmas and happy holidays, and go watch this movie.